So do we go against each other on every single game of this 3-game week in the CFL?
I think so, yeah, because I bet with my head and you bet with your heart. Jess, we're heading into week 18, and we should just start right off the top with basically the entire East is not playing this week. Hamilton's the only team out of the East that has a game.
Yeah, the first week does feature your Tabbies. They are 4.5-point dogs against the Bombers. I'm having a hard time with this one.
Well, the Bombers have clinched.
Winnipeg can't start taking time off or half-assing it. That's how first-place teams lose that Western final, and someone else sneaks in behind them. With Hamilton being 4.5 dogs, and what Bo Levi did last week, can't believe it, John, but for the first time, I believe this season, I'm taking those Tabbies.
That sounds good, Jess. I'm going to go Winnipeg.
Oh my God, why you're betting against your Tabbies? Are you just doing that to fuck with me?
No, I'm doing that because the Hamilton's won too much.
That's what they call a hot streak.
I was expecting them to go 3-1 in their last 4 games. This game's their 1. They're going to lose this one, win the next 2.
Okay.
He had a good Labor Day at home in Victoria, and that's about it for him. I hope he does better in game 2 against Calgary.
You're really hard on Nathan. I don't know. Going into that game, the Leos are still favored by 7.5 points, so over a touchdown. That's a bit of a tough one. The Stamps have looked surprisingly bad. I'm going to keep going with the Lions.
You are sitting inside your own mini Lions den. There's no way they're going to cover 7.5 against Calgary.
It feels like you're going for Calgary.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they start VA, maybe they have a chance, but
What? No. Oh, it's another... No, it's another bad Nathan comment. No, Nathan's awesome.
We'll see what you say about that in week 19 when you're like, oh my God, they've lost to Calgary, blah, blah, blah. I'm taking the points.
I know, you're taking the points. They might lose to Calgary by the points, but they gotta win that game. That should be a slam dunk for the Lions if they actually want to be at least second place in the West.
Dude, they could win that game and still barely finish in third in the West.
Will they cover by 7.5? It's super possible if there's a bit of an offensive explosion.
If Dickinson's smart, he's going to put the ball in the running back's hands, and
I just hope for the best.
And they will just run over BC because BC can't protect against the run anyway.
And Jake Meyer has looked not that great this year. And they don't have a good second stringer.
So that takes us to third game, which looks like a surefire 2 points for Saskatchewan, sitting in second right now. Saskatchewan are down 2.5 against Edmonton in this game.
I'm taking Edmonton with the 2.5 free points. I like their momentum. They've been probably the hottest team in the last third of the season. I like the Elks. If Trey Ford keeps doing what he's been doing, I like him to sort of upset the Roughies. And if you're giving me 2.5 free points,
I think what your heart wants is a complete disconnect from what your brain should be doing.
Well, that's usually what happens to me. So that tells... are you taking the fucking Roughies? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the Rough Riders against Edmonton. They had a couple good games there. Last week, they just stunk. They gave up 55 points to Winnipeg.
That was against Winnipeg, who's like the best team in the league. The Rough Riders suck.
Winnipeg's the second best team in the league. Guess who the third best team in the league is? Saskatchewan.
No. So you got Winnipeg, Montreal, and then the third best you're saying is Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan's my bet on this one. They're going to easily cover 2.5.
Okay. I don't want to see McLeod Bethel Thompson at all. So hopefully Trey Ford's playing the whole game.
I am taking points on one of these games, and then I'm taking the favorites on the other two. If you want to write the show, you can at placedon the55pod@gmail.com. Have a great week, Jess. Talk to you later.
You got it, bud.